Namaste everyone. Welcome back children. Children, as we have already picked up our topic soil, and in our previous video we have talked about the formation of soil, the different layers of soil and its composition. Today in this video we'll talk about the different types of soil, the uses of soil and the conservation of soil. So let us take up our topic soil, types, uses and conservation. So children, let us quickly recall what all topics we have covered in our previous video. We have talked about the formation of soil, layers of soil and what does soil contain. Today in this video, we'll talk about the types of soil, uses of soil and conservation of soil. So let us quickly recall the physical features of the earth. We know that earth has mountains, valleys, seashores, deserts, etc. on its surface, and all these are made up of soil. Soil forms the uppermost layer of the earth's surface. Plants grow on this layer and some animals make their shelter in it. So that means soil is the uppermost layer of the earth's surface where plants grow, and soil is home for many animals. Now let us take up the types of soils. So there are four types of soil based on size, texture, color of soil particles, and these are gravel, sand, clay and loam. So first of all we'll talk about gravel. It is mainly made up of small and big stones. There are big air spaces between the irregular pieces of gravel. Water passes through it easily, therefore it is not good for growing plants. It is used for road and building construction. So as you can see here, the pieces of gravel are of irregular shape and irregular size. Some are small, some are big. So there are big air spaces between the pieces of gravel. And because the space is big enough for water to pass through it, that is why gravel is not good for growing plants. And what is the main use of gravel? Mainly gravel is used in building constructions or road construction, etc. So now let us take up the sandy soil. So first of all, let us talk about its color. It is light brown in color and it is light in weight, and the sand is dry. And now let us know at what all places we find sand. So it is mostly found in deserts, sea coasts or on the river beds. It contains small particles or grains of sand that are smaller than gravel and are loosely packed. So particles of sand are much smaller than gravel, but again they are loosely packed. Water is drained out quickly from the sand. So children, like gravel, sand also does not hold water and water passes through it or drains through it quickly. There are smaller air spaces between its particles as compared to gravel. And if we talk about the air spaces present in the particles of sand, so we should know that air spaces are smaller as compared to the gravel. And plants like coconut, date palm, desert plants grow easily on sand. And then comes the clay soil. It is made up of very fine soil particles. Particles are densely packed and have very less space between them. As there is little or no space between its particles, it cannot hold air. It has good capacity to hold water that makes it sticky. It is used to make pots, showpieces and toys. Cereals like rice grow well in clay soil. So children, if we talk about clay soil, so first of all we should know that it is made up of very fine particles, right? And these fine particles are very closely packed. They are so closely packed that there are no air spaces in between them. And this type of soil holds a lot of water. Because it holds a lot of water, it is sticky to touch. And we know that potters use clay to make pots and diyas, toys or showpieces. And rice cultivation is also possible in this type of soil. And then the fourth type is the loam. It is a mix of sand, clay and humus. It holds some amount of air as well as water. It is also rich in minerals. It is considered the best soil for growing plants. So, children, if we talk about loam, loam it overcomes the shortcomings of both types of soils, that is sand and clay. First of all, loam is a mixture of sand and clay. So we know what is the limitation of sand, that water passes through it very fast. And if we talk about clay, then it holds a lot of water, right? But a mixture of sand and clay makes the best loam soil for the growth of plants, as it contains right amount of air as well as water. And also humus gets mixed with the loam soil and make it rich and fertile for the growth of any kind of plant. So let us talk about the types of soils by color. Color of soil varies from place to place. It can be dark brown, black soil, or it can be a red soil. And color of the soil is different or it varies from place to place because soil is formed out of different types of rocks. Since rocks are of different colors and texture, the coloring of the soil varies from one place to another. And now we'll take up the uses of soil. Soil is useful for both plants and animal life. And first of all, we'll take up the uses of soil for plants. Roots hold plants firmly with the help of soil. That means plants are held firmly in the soil so that they cannot be uprooted by the action of wind or water. Farmers grow various plants and vegetables on soil. And children, as we know that for our food requirements, we are dependent on plants. And where do plants grow? Almost all type of plants grow in the soil. So now let us take up uses of soil for animals. Insects like ants, grasshoppers, and crickets live in the soil. Earthworms, centipedes, scorpions, and millipedes make burrows in the soil. And children, you should know that the waste of these animals make the soil fertile. And also small animals like rats, moles, and rabbits make their homes in the soil. And you should know that digging of burrows by these animals allow air and water to mix well in the soil, that helps in the plant growth. And we construct our houses on the soil. So, children, soil not only provides the food by the plants that grow in it, but of course, it gives shelter to big or small animals living on the earth. So, children, now let us take up the conservation of soil. When we cut down trees in large number, which is also called deforestation, which actually holds the soil with their roots, the soil loosens and the top fertile layer of the soil is easily carried away by the wind and water. This is called soil erosion. We can protect the soil from erosion by planting trees. The protection of soil from erosion is called soil conservation. So, children, as we know that roots of plants bind the soil. So, once we cut down trees in large number, then what happens is with time the soil particles they loosen, and now then they can be carried by the wind and water easily. In this process, the top fertile layer of the soil gets removed. So basically, the removal of the top fertile layer of the soil by the action of wind and water is called soil erosion. And how can we protect the soil from this damage? By planting more and more trees. And action of soil from erosion is called soil conservation. And now let us take up some important terms which we have learnt. So first is the soil erosion. Removal of top fertile layer of soil by air and water is called soil erosion. Deforestation. Cutting of large number of naturally grown trees is called deforestation. Soil conservation. Prevention of soil erosion is called soil conservation. So now let us take up the recapitulation. Identify the types of soil. So I hope we are able to answer this now. The first type of soil is the sand. The another one is the clay. Then we have the humus and then we have the loam. So, in continuation to the recapitulation, let us state whether the following statements are true or false. Gravel can hold water. No, that is false. Clay contains densely packed, very fine particles. That is true. Sand contains densely packed particles. That is false. Particles of sand are loosely packed. Loam soil is good for plants. That is true. Gravel is good for plant growth. No, gravel cannot hold water or air, so it is not good for plant growth. So this is false. Deforestation should be avoided. That is true. Cutting down of trees should be completely avoided. So children, now let us take up these questions. What are different types of soils? What are uses of soil? What is deforestation? What is soil erosion? And what is soil conservation? After going through this video, I hope you are able to answer these questions, but still if you have doubts, you may refer to the video slides as given here. So children, that was all about soil, and in next video we'll meet again with some new topic. So thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and take care of yourselves.